And welcome back. Here's a look at some of the top political headlines of the past week. Attorney General Paxton securing a ruling against imposing mask mandates. The Fifth Circuit getting rid of a lower court's block on Texas's statewide mask mandate ban. That legal battle comes after many school districts opposed Governor Abbott's executive order banning mandates and required them anyway. With the Supreme Court officially submitting their judgment in Dobbs, the Texas trigger law that bans abortions and raises penalties for abortion providers will go into effect on August 25th. Abortion is already restricted to 6 weeks and is almost unattainable in Texas today. Meanwhile, a California doctor is hoping to expand Texans' access to abortion by considering an offshore clinic in the Gulf of Mexico, arguing that abortion should still be allowed in federal water. They'll still need to secure $20 million in funding for the floating clinic, and experts still disagree on the legality. And finally this week, we turn to D.C. Congress is honing in on a $52 billion investment into domestic technology production in what could be a huge windfall for Texas business. Our Capitol correspondent Jayla Washington has more.
There has been a huge push, especially in Texas, to make more semiconductor chips.
Republicans and Democrats have been working together on this because they recognize the threat to our economy and our national security if our access would be cut off.
Currently, 90% of chips are made in Asia. Texas Senator John Cornyn introduced the bill back in 2020. It passed the Senate on Wednesday in a 64-33 vote and now heads to the House. Supporters want to pass it before they go on their August recess, and it could get to the president's desk by the end of the week.
Samsung announced that they're going to build a $17 billion facility in Central Texas. I expect other companies will make similar announcements in Texas. That will create not just a manufacturing facility, but a whole ecosystem of suppliers.
The bill includes over $50 billion for U.S. companies that make chips and tax incentives to push companies to invest in this. Some do worry, though, how more businesses making chips will impact our water demand.
I just don't think anybody's doing the forecasting and analysis. The pace of growth here is just so fast. They can't have possibly taken into account the number of people that have moved here and the number of companies that have moved here.
The fundamental issue here is how do we eliminate our vulnerability.
In Austin, Jayla Washington, KAMC News.